Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please subscribe and you'll be notified every time we publish a new video, which usually is 2 a week. We're kind of keeping with that momentum at the moment, so something to look forward to every week, something different as well. It's not always repetitive at the same thing, so it'll be well appreciated if you subscribe. Anyway, what we're doing here today is we're moving bales. You'll have seen a bit of that by now. We're a bit away from home with this load, and we have another load to collect back here. It's actually belonged to a guy gone up there with that Valtra, and that's going back towards home, and then we have another load to move around home again. So we've quite a bit to do today, and it's a right dark day. It's not clearing at all, so it'll probably be dark 4 o'clock, I'd imagine, today. As you can see, we're in the 130. I've used it a couple of times now, and the tractor is performing flawlessly, so absolutely delighted with it. Couldn't have asked for it to go any better. I actually see its twin is on the deal at the moment. I was looking at it last night. This is the following digit in the reg, and one is the digit before, and I looked it up on Cartel then, and the next number in the reg is another one. So obviously whoever bought them bought the 3 of them together new, and they'd actually be quite unusual. There's not many 130s about. There's a good few of the bigger ones, but there's very few of the smaller ones. So if anyone from Donegal would know the history of these, they were bought in 2002. There was 3 of them bought together, and I'm fairly confident they were bought from DA4G in the north. So like I say, if anybody in the Donegal area would know a bit of history about these, drop it in the comments and let us know. It'd be nice to know the history of them, where they actually came from, because like I say, 3 of them bought the one day would be kind of sort of unheard of, because these tractors were a ferocious price new compared to like what would have been out at the same time. I suppose start to the 20 series John Deere's, the 10 series John Deere's. I know you're not comparing like with like. Maybe if you compare them with a Finch, it'd probably be up on the same price, but like I remember looking into it before, and an 1170 was up on 35 or 38,000 more than a 6920 John Deere at the time, and that was a full spec 6920. That was a 50k one. I was talking to a guy that bought one new at the time, and he was just telling me about the prices and that. So like I said, they were ferociously expensive, so I suppose that's kind of why they're a bit unusual. But 3 of them bought the one day. It's crazy. I'd love to know the history behind who owned them and what they were at and stuff like that. So anyway, moving on from that, I still have my stickers and stuff to do. I haven't quite finished her yet, just got her. Like, I'd love to have her, but next week now we shouldn't be too busy, so we get a chance to get all those little things straightened out and get her to the finish I'd like to have her to. Her front suspension isn't working. We need to do a bit of fooling with that to get that working, and other than that, she's more or less perfect. Couldn't have this tractor is like a time warp. Everything works down to the first day radio is working on it, so absolutely delighted with her. But we're nearly at our destination with the load of bales now. That was quite a scenic route, as you would have seen there. We'll be back near the sea. We'll be back here a bit during the summer doing bits of baling, and we would spread a bit of slurry back here, but kind of bale and slurry is kind of the only thing we do back around here. We wouldn't be here at reseeding work much, or kind of moving bales around. We wouldn't be back here with bales much. So that's kind of my update for the moment. We'll be here in the yard now in a second, so Father's obviously stacking them with the 6290, so while he's at that, I'll be probably chatting to the farmer and stuff. So I'll talk to you there again soon once we're going for one of the other loads. Hopefully it'll be a bit lighter because there's chronic weight in this load of them. You would have seen this stuff being mowed and tedded in one of our previous videos, but it's chronic heavy. So hopefully the next load of stuff will be lighter because it's given the back of her a bit of a shake around. But that's it for now, and I'll be talking to you. Feature on these ones opposed to the tier 2s is you can move with the joystick. This button here will actually move the tractor, whereas on the tier 2s and probably the tier 3s, I don't know, I never spent any considerable amount of time in the tier 3, is their headland management. But these don't have headland management, but they have that instead, and that's actually a nice enough feature because, for example, if you were baling, you could use that. You could actually use the cruise control a lot more if you were baling with that, because when you stop, when you hit your cruise to stop, when it comes to stop, you're baling it, you just press him again. So you have to be moving for your cruise control to come on. I suppose it's just a safety thing, but you could hit him again, and once the tractor's rolling, you could come over, hit your cruise control button, and you're back to your preset speed again. So that's kind of one difference. That's, I suppose, is one of the major differences in them. That button, which will, like I say, put her into forward. Once her park lock is off, she'll move the tractor. Put her into reverse, she'll move the tractor as well. So thought I'd share that with you because I didn't know about it until I bought this one. I didn't know that the tier 1s did that, but it's a nice little feature nonetheless. So we're just on our way home here now, with all the bales dropped off, and we'll be home before the dark, which is good. Not that it would create any problems or anything, but just easier, obviously, working in the daylight as opposed to the dark. Even though it's getting dark there now quite early, but like I was saying earlier on, it's a fairly overcast day. So basically that's kind of it for the whole video. There's a couple of little bits and pieces I'll be adding into it as I got a good bit of footage today, so hopefully it'll make a good video. Thank you everyone for watching, and like I said at the start, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. It would be greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next week for something totally different, hopefully. So that's it from me, and I'll see you all next week.